lights are fading in the rain. Another lonely night begins again. I'm sitting by the window all alone, listening to the silence of our home. Your photograph is lying on the floor, the same one that I held so many times before. I close my eyes and you're beside me, then I open them and you're gone. If I could send a message to the stars, I'd tell them where you are. I'd ask the moon to bring you back tonight. I wish you were here tonight, right here beside me in the light. I wish I could hold you once again and feel the way I did back then. I wish you were here tonight to make this lonely world feel right. If I could have one more night with you, I'd never let you go. I wish you were here tonight. The radio's playing our old song. The melody keeps telling me you're gone. Every note reminds me of your voice. Every memory takes me back to us. I wonder if you're looking at the sky, wondering if I ever wonder why the best things disappear so quickly. Why goodbye had to come so soon. Maybe somewhere you're remembering the nights we used to share. Maybe somewhere in your heart you still know that I was there. I wish you were here tonight, underneath these city lights. I wish I could hear you say my name and make me feel alive again. I wish you were here tonight, just one more time before goodbye. If heaven gave me one more chance, I'd take your hand and never let it go. I wish you were here tonight. If love could travel through the distance, I'd send my heart across the sky. If tears could build a bridge between us, I'd walk to you tonight. I don't know where tomorrow takes me, I don't know where you are, but every night beneath these stars, I still feel you in my heart. I wish you were here tonight to see the tears behind my eyes. I wish you could hear this lonely song and know I've loved you all along. I wish you were here tonight, even if it's only for goodbye. I'd hold you close beneath the moon and tell you what I never said, that I still love you. I wish you were here tonight. I wish you were here. falling softly now. The city slowly fades away. I whisper your name into the night and close my eyes again. Maybe in my dreams tonight you'll be here beside me. There's a suitcase waiting by the door. Your shadow doesn't feel like mine anymore. The room is filled with things we used to share, but neither one of us knows what to say. You look at me with tears inside your eyes. We're both pretending everything's alright, but underneath the silence we both know tonight is when we have to let go. So stay with me a little longer. Let the night forget the time. I don't want to lose this moment before you leave my life. Before we say goodbye forever, let me hold you one more time. Let me memorize your heartbeat. Let me keep you in my mind. Before we say goodbye forever, let me tell you what is true. No matter where tomorrow takes me, I'll always remember you. Before we close the door tonight, let me love you one more time. Do you remember our first summer night? We stayed awake until the morning light. We talked about the places we would go, never knowing life could change so fast. Now all those dreams are packed inside your bags, along with every photograph we have. I want to ask you not to leave this room, but I know I can't ask you to stay. So let me hold the memories before they turn to yesterday. Let me say the words I should have said before you walk away. Before we say goodbye forever, let me look into your eyes. Let me remember how you loved me before we lose our paradise. Before we say goodbye forever, let me thank you for the years, for every smile, every moment, for every beautiful tear. Before the morning takes you away, let me love you one more time. Let me hold you through the night. Let me feel your hand in mine until the morning brings the light. Before we say goodbye forever, there's one thing you need to know. You were the greatest love I had, and I'll never let that go. If this is where our story ends, I'll carry you wherever I go. Before we say goodbye forever, let me say I will always love you. The morning light is at the door. The suitcase waits across the floor. You take one step and turn to me. Words are left to say. We hold each other one last time before we say goodbye forever.
It's quiet, the city lights are low. I'm walking through the places we once knew. Every corner holds a piece of yesterday. Every shadow brings your face back again. I thought I'd learn to live without you. I thought the years had made me strong. But when the midnight comes around, your memory proves me wrong. I hear a whisper in the silence, I feel your presence in the rain. And every time my heart gets lonely, your memory calls my name. When your memory calls my name, I can feel you once again. Like you're standing here beside me, like our love has never changed. When your memory calls my name, every tear becomes a flame. Though you're gone beyond my reach, your love still speaks to me. When your memory calls my name, I still answer you. I keep your letters in an old wooden box, along with photographs and broken clocks. Every word reminds me of the way you promised we'd never fade away. Still plays our favorite song, and for a moment I forget you're gone. I close my eyes and hear you laughing, then the silence comes again. Maybe memories have their own way of keeping what we couldn't say. Maybe love can disappear from sight, but never from the heart. When your memory calls my name, I can feel you once again. Every heartbeat takes me back to the place where we began. When your memory calls strangers now somehow. Till every time the night gets quiet, your memory finds me somehow. When your memory calls my name, I don't run away from the pain. I let the tears fall like rain and remember who we were. When your memory calls my name, I remember love again. Some people leave our lives, but never leave our hearts. When your memory calls my name, I'll always hear you. The morning comes, the darkness fades, but your memory never changes. Somewhere deep inside my heart, I know you'll always remain. When your memory calls my name. The night is falling on this empty town. The streetlights slowly fade away. I'm standing where we used to meet, remembering the words you used to say. Your photograph is lying next to mine, a little piece of what we used to be. I close my eyes and you're beside me. For just a moment, you're still here with me. If I could turn the hands of time, I'd go back to where we started. I'd hold you close and never let you go before our world came crashing down. I need one more night in your arms, one more night beneath the stars. Let me hold you like forever before we say goodbye. One more night in your arms, one more chance to stop the time. If tomorrow takes you far away, let tonight be only mine. Just one more night, one more night in your arms. I remember how you looked at me, like nothing else could ever matter. We talked about our dreams until the dawn, never knowing they'd be shattered. Now every road I take feels lonely, every song reminds me of your name. I would give everything I have tonight to feel your heartbeat once again. Maybe we were meant to lose each other, maybe love was never meant to stay. But before you disappear forever, let me have one more yesterday. I need one more night in your arms, one more night beneath
side. I remember how you held me on this one last night. I won't ask you for forever, I won't ask you to remain. Just give me one more moment before we lose each other again. One more night in your arms, one more night before you go. Let me tell you all the words I was too afraid to show. One more night in your arms, one more chance to feel your love. Even if the morning takes you, I'll remember what we were. One more night, one more embrace, one more moment before goodbye. The morning light is coming through, and soon I'll have to let you go. But tonight we'll live forever in the deepest part of my soul. One more night in your arms, that's all I ever wanted. Where do broken hearts go when love is gone? Do they find a place to carry on? Do they hide beneath the midnight sky, or learn to smile while they still cry? I see your shadow in the empty room, like a fading flower that still can bloom. I reach for you, but you're not there. Only memories floating in the air. Maybe every tear we cry is a way to learn to live. Maybe every broken dream leaves us something more to give. Where do broken hearts go when the one they love is gone? Do they find another reason to keep holding on? Where do broken hearts go when the night is cold and long? Maybe they find a little hope inside another song. If you know where broken hearts go, tell me where I belong. I've walked 1,000 lonely streets, searching for the place where memories sleep.
There's an empty chair beside the window where you used to watch the falling rain. Your picture still is sitting on the table, and every photograph still knows your name. I thought that time would take away the feeling. I thought the memories would slowly fade, but every morning brings me back to you, and every night reminds me of the love we made. You walked away and took tomorrow, but you couldn't take yesterday. You left me with a heart full of memories and words I never got to say. This is the love you left behind, still burning somewhere in my mind. Every kiss, every tear, every moment we held dear. This is the love you left behind, a piece of you I'll never hide. Though you're gone and life moves on, the love you left behind lives on. The love you left behind still lives inside my heart. I drive alone along our old highway where we once watched the city lights below. You said you'd love me through forever, but forever wasn't ours to know. I still remember how you smiled at me like I was everything you'd ever need. Now I'm learning that some beautiful things can disappear before we're ready to leave. I don't blame you for the ending, I don't blame myself anymore. Some hearts can love each other deeply and still find different roads. This is the love you left behind, still shining underneath the night. Every dream, every scar still reminds me where you are. This is the love you left behind, a memory that time can't hide. Though you're gone and far away, your love is still a part of me today. The love you left behind still lives inside my heart. If I could turn the hands of time, I'd meet you at the beginning. I'd hold your hand a little longer before the ending came. But I wouldn't change the love we shared, I wouldn't erase a single day, because even though it broke my heart, you taught me how to love that way. This is the love you left behind, the sweetest pain I've ever known. You gave me memories to carry when my heart. The room is quiet, the night is still. Your memory remains against my will. I may learn to live without your touch, but I'll never lose the love you left behind. Sitting on the edge of the very same bed, but we're an ocean apart with the things we unsaid. I hear the ticking clock, it's louder than a drum, waiting for a miracle that just won't come. You're looking at the window, I'm looking at the floor. I don't even know what we are fighting for. I try to reach out, but my hand feels so heavy. My heart is a ship that is losing the levee. How did we get here? How did we fall? Building this invisible wall. We're sharing a room, but I'm calling your name. Through 1,000 miles of silence, it's deafening now, this dangerous game. Lost in 1,000 miles of silence. We are so close, but we're fading away. Give me a word, give me something to say, to break this 1,000 miles of silence. I miss the way you laugh, the way we used to be. Now it's just a quiet ghost between you and me. The coffee's getting cold, the morning's turning gray. Another lonely night in the middle of the day. I try to reach out, but my hand feels so heavy. My heart is a ship that is losing the levee. How did we get here? How did we fall? Tearing down this invisible wall. We're sharing a room, but I'm calling your name. Through 1,000 miles of silence, it's deafening now, this dangerous game. Lost in 1,000 miles of silence. felt like destiny. Two hearts believing in eternity. We built our dreams beneath the summer sky, never believing we'd have to say goodbye. You held my hand through every storm. You made a broken heart feel warm. But somewhere between the tears and smiles, we lost each other little by little. We tried to hold on to forever. We tried to make the pieces fit. But sometimes two people can love each other and still not make it through. Love was never enough to keep us from falling apart. We gave each other everything, but couldn't save our hearts. Love was never enough to make the wrong things right. We loved beneath the same moon, but lost each other in the night. And though I still remember us, I know we had to let it go, because love was never enough. I still remember your favorite song, the one we sang when the night was young. I still remember how you looked at me like I was all you'd ever need. But promises became harder to keep, and dreams became too far to reach. We stopped talking about tomorrow and started living in yesterday. I wanted to be your forever. You wanted something I couldn't give. Sometimes love can fill a lifetime, but still not teach us how to live. Love was never enough to keep our world alive. We fought against the changing years, but couldn't stop goodbye. Love was never enough, though every feeling was true. I gave you everything I had, but I still couldn't keep you. And if I could go back again, I still choose loving you, even knowing love was never enough. Maybe we were meant to meet, to learn what love could be. Maybe you were meant to leave so I could finally learn to breathe. I'll never call our love a failure. I'll never say it wasn't real. Some hearts are meant to touch each other, even if they cannot stay together. Love was never enough, but it was enough to change my life. You gave me memories I'll carry long after this goodbye. Love was never enough, but I'll never regret the years, 'cause every moment spent with you was worth every single tear. If someday you remember me, I hope you smile instead of cry. We couldn't make forever last, but we loved enough to try. carry what we couldn't save, and finally let you go. Love was never enough, but maybe it was enough for one beautiful life. They told us we were flying way too high, that wings of wax would melt against the sky. They said the fall would tear us at the seas, but they don't know the power of our dreams. I look down at the world so far below, hold on to my hand and never let it go. The wind is rushing, pulling at my clothes. Where this journey ends, heaven only knows. But I don't feel the gravity at all. I'm only falling for you when I fall. We are dancing on the edge of forever, right on the borderline of space and time. If we take the leap, we take it together, leaving all the fear and the sorrow behind. Let the mountains crumble, let the oceans roar. We're dancing on the edge of forever, forevermore. Some people live their lives inside a cage, just reading the lines upon an empty page. But we are writing history in the stars. We bear our souls, we proudly show our scars. It's a dangerous game, standing on the brink, but I am intoxicated by the love I drink. The wind is rushing, pulling at my clothes. Where this journey ends, heaven only knows. But I don't feel the gravity at all. I'm only falling for you standing in the rain, watching tears fall down your face. You said the words I never thought I'd hear, and suddenly forever disappeared. The street was empty, cold and dark, but I could feel the breaking of my heart. I reached for you, but you turned away, and nothing could make you stay. I didn't know that one goodbye could change my life forever. I didn't know that losing you would make the world so empty. That was the night I lost your love, the night my dreams came crashing down. I watched you walk away from me and disappear into the night. That was the night I lost your love, the night I learned what lonely means. I had your heart inside my hands, then watched it slip away from me. That was the night I lost your love. I drove for hours beneath the rain, trying to escape the memories and pain. Your voice was still inside my head, repeating all the things we never said. I passed the place where we first met, a place my heart can never forget. For just a moment I believed that you were sitting next to me. But every road eventually led me back to what was gone, and every sunrise reminded me that I had to carry on. That was the night I lost your love, the night the stars refused to shine. I would have given everything to turn back the hands of time. That was the night I lost your love, the night I couldn't understand how something that felt so beautiful could disappear like falling sand. That was the night I lost your If I could go back to that moment, I'd tell you everything I feel. I'd put my pride aside forever and fight for something real. But time won't turn and ropes won't bend, and some stories reach their end. All I can do is keep the memory and learn to live again. That was the night I lost your love, but it wasn't the end of me. I carried all the pain for years until I finally learned to breathe. That was the night I lost your love, but I found myself somehow. I still remember who we were, but I don't need to hold you now. That was the night that changed my life, the night I lost your love, the night I learned rain has stopped, the sky is clear. The memories don't hurt like they did that year. I still remember you sometimes, but now I can let you go. That was the night I lost your love.